Hey peeps, it's Andercon, playing Kerbal Space Program. I've got a huge pile of mods on here. Are you sure you want the whole list? I mean, it's pretty goddamn huge. Let's just say I have the new B9 Aerospace in here somewhere. I've got the Carbonite and Carbonite Plus and some other related mod that has something to do with Carbonite, also from the exact same author, which are all really good mods. I can't remember exactly the name of the third one. I got something to change the science stuff, so I got my own tech tree, so I guess that's tree loader, I suppose. And I've got a ton of other mods from my previous series that's been updated. This is the 24.2 version of Kerbal Space Program, and the 32-bit version, because the 64-bit version is a freaking mess. That thing is more buggy than a hooker scooch. So let's go ahead and jump in here. I believe I'm on this one. And there's just, I got so many freaking mods. I've been playing around with them and trying them all out and stuff. It's been a lot of fun. So we're going to poke around in those a little bit today. I've been playing this particular game for a while on my own time. Recorded bits and pieces of it without any talking on it and things, and I'm all like, you know what, none of this is probably good enough to even bother putting on YouTube or anything, so I ain't gonna bother with. So, and this isn't really necessarily part of a series I'm doing today, this is just me playing. And who knows if I'll do more, and who knows if they'll stay consistent. For instance, I'm not likely going to be putting things up every time. I may not be streaming every time I play, so you may just be seeing bits and pieces. So anyway, this is a crazy ass tech tree. Starts out with this bit of stuff, and then splits off into basic rocketry, basic aeronautics, and then survivability. And this particular tech tree that I actually had to go download, it wasn't even included with Tree Loader. Let's see if I can find the name of it in here. Let's see, SCANsat, I've got KS, is this it? I don't think this is the right thing. Nope. I got like this folder over here with all my mods in it, and I'm just looking at what I've got. There's so many. Action Groups Extended, Auto Asparagus mod, some contracts window thing, I don't know what that is. Custom Biomes, Crew Manifest, here it is. Cvod's Tech Tree. And I had to go and install this manually after I started up a new save game. Because the tech tree config file is apparently sitting in your save game, weirdly enough. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, I did this crazy stuff to all the tech tree, and it includes like most mods. So if you included like if you installed every mod that Cvod tech tree supports, it would take over 60,000 science to unlock it all. Normally the KSP game takes somewhere around 20,000, 22,000, and I checked, this one here takes I think 32,000 with all the mods I've got, and I got a bit of stuff unlocked. So that's that. I've got a handful of things we could do today. Let's see. We could pick up some science data from around Minmus. We could build a new orbital station around the Mun, which I'm not really ready for. Conduct a survey of magnetic field environment around Minmus. I'm still working on this one. This is a crazy one. You gotta throw a particular satellite with like a magnetometer and a radioplasma wave scanner up into orbit around a planet. This one's Minmus. It's got to sit there for 240 days to finish it off. I'm like, what the hell? It's going to take forever. I already got it up there. We can plant a flag on Minmus. Ooh, this is probably a good one. I need some science, and I hadn't landed there yet. And we could build a new planetary base on Minmus as well. I mean, they've been just throwing Minmus-based stuff at me lately, and it's kind of like throwing me a hit. Hey, you probably ought to go to Minmus. But building a new planetary base on Minmus would be pretty nice. That would be difficult. This one has to have at least 17 Kerbals. I don't even know if I've got the stuff to unlock to do that right at the moment. I don't think I've got the container, crew container for that. Let's see what else we got. But I might go ahead and go to Minmus anyway. I got a particular way to get to Minmus that if you're not particularly used to the game, like if you don't play it a whole lot and you don't go to Minmus all the time, you may not know the easiest way to get there. So I guess we could work on that. I probably even have a ship I could use for this, to be honest. So I got a pile of ships in here. Alright, Mudlander 2 could work. This one I made a bit differently than I normally do. This one here, it's kind of sitting up in here. Let me see if I can get a hold of this. That grabbed the engine too. Yeah, come on, you. Let me get a hold of this. There it is. Nope. Come on. No. Doesn't want to let go. There it is. So I got this like little ship here, buried inside of this particular cone. It doesn't really fit, but it works. And it's got these little engines on. I love these freaking engines. These KW Rocketry Maverick 1Ds with 350 thrusts. These things are awesome. This thing gets me to the moon and back just fine. It would also work for Minmus. It'd still be cutting it close though. Something I've been thinking about doing is trying to get a hold of a larger rocket and lander into space and stick one of these on it and just get a whole crap ton of science from a planet. That would be nice. I could get it from Minmus or the Mun. Either one would work. So I'd kind of like to build something that'll work with this, but I'd have to have some bigger pieces than this thingy. This ain't gonna cut it to get this up there, so I suppose I can build something new. And then we're gonna go and do something unusual with the science thing, whatever the hell it's called. Alright, so I could use a... how big is this? Is this the large one? No. Maybe. I can't even tell what size this is. Yes, it is the large one. Okay, that'll work. So this is a remote guidance unit. Much bigger than the usual size. Got that thing unlocked finally. Haven't used this yet. Not in a long time. I hadn't used one of these in ages. So I guess we could base it all off of that. I need to go grab one of these giant suckers. Alright, and I'm gonna have to have some kind of pod that can hold 2 Kerbals or have 2 pods. Either one would work. So either I'd use something besides this, end up sticking a command pod on it. I might have to do. I wish I had the larger thing here. Or I could have a lander that could have 2 people on it, which would also be difficult, but I'm going to Minmus, so it's not that hard. So let's see what kind of docking ports I got today. I think I've only unlocked the little ones. Well, the medium, the regular sized ones, which is in utility. Alright, so I got these regular old Clampetrons. It's gonna be awkward with my current parts. So I don't have a proper lander. I could put one of these on here. That thing's kinda big. This is gonna be a makeshift pile of crap, my guess. Alright, let's change the route. There we go. And that is a some sort of route change mod that I just used. And I just hold Control and Shift and click on the part I want to make the new route. And I would like to have something. Oh, these would work. That'll work. Alright. And I could use I need a big old fuel tank. Doesn't need to be that big. Where's the small thin ones? Do I even have that unlocked? I do not. Got one now! I like this tweak scale, that's pretty cool. Alright, so that'll give me a nice fuel tank. It's about the right size and shape. And let's see what kind of... Do I got any side thrusters or anything on this? Probably not. Some like carbonite stuff. I haven't got much little rocket stuff unlocked yet, but I could take a couple of these. Possibly see if I can tweak scale them to make them smaller though. There we go. Tweak scale them to make them a little smaller. And I'm actually going to put a separator in here. Let's see, it's in structural, I think. I'm going to need probably a giant heat shield. That'll work. And I shall need a really gigantic decoupler. And then I gotta mess with the getting this thing to space. Let's stick a fat fuel tank on here. And I got some decent rockets. I thought I had some decent rockets. Crap. 90, 320, here's a 600. This might have to do. It's not the most efficient. Oh, here it is. The Rocket Max Skipper. It's actually better than that. KW Rocketry. Rocket? Okay, that's what I needed. Alright, so the idea here is I'm going to have a lander, probably attached up here. And it's going to land, bring back science to this thing, which is going to stay in orbit. And drop science off inside of this mobile processing lab, because you can store an infinite amount of science inside of that, and no other pods or modules will allow you to do that. And then after I've run out of spare fuel for the after I run out of spare fuel for this yet to be built thing, what is it called? Lander. Then I'll send the lander and this back to Kerbin, and we'll get the science out of this particular can. I'm trying to think. I can send. All right, I can just send 2 Kerbals people into this. So this takes 2 to work normally. But since I'm storing in it, I don't really need to do anything. Actually, you do need 2 people. That way you can clean out your experiments. Alright, so then I could actually leave the lander attached to this if I stick a docking port on it. And I don't have to take the lander back if I don't want to. So let me grab a spare couple docking ports. That way I can have, if I wanted to, I can refuel this thing. Put that there. Docking port at the top. Also, after I decouple, I would like to have this thing basically as its own satellite. So I need to go ahead and slap this thing back on. There we go. And that'll give, that's a spare half-ton. And since I happen to have that mod that makes it so your satellites and stuff have to have communications, I don't remember what it's called at the moment. I'm going to have to whip out some antennas. A couple of these would probably do. And probably batteries. Definitely batteries, actually. So I got a lot of different batteries we could stick on, but I'm going to go with this giant mofo. 1,200 on this. Let me move this somewhere else. Alright, there's going to be 2 batteries on this, and it honestly doesn't weigh that much. 0.06 for that much battery power. And go ahead and offset this a little. Put it right there. That's pretty decent for that. I'm gonna need a couple more parts. Reaction wheels for sure. Now this is a gigantic, really good, actually it's not very big, but it's really good reaction wheel. You see the pitch torque, yaw torque, and roll torque on that? That's like, it's a bit better than this one. So I'm gonna use this. Oop, that right there. There we go. And what else? I would like to put a lander can on this instead of that, but I haven't got one. Alright, so we got batteries here anyway. I'm gonna need some more batteries on this. I also need parachutes out the buttocks on it too, probably. Let's see what I can pull off on the chute end of things. What kind of parachutes have I even got? Alright, so I'm gonna need probably 2 of these on here. That'll work. And I'll need solar panels on everything, of course. The 2x3s or the 1x6s. 1x6s will work. Put 4 of them on here like so. Actually, like so. That way the docking port's a little bit more clear. Gonna need some on the top bit as well. Go with these ones. Where to put them? I'll put them right here. Right there will work. That's probably more than I will possibly ever need. Let's pull 2 of those off. And now we gotta mess with parachutes. What have I got? I got real chutes for sure. See, radial parachutes and stuff. We got these real chute stack chutes as well. I would likely need several. It's not a bad idea to have a bunch of these too. So I guess I could just stick a pile of these in here somewhere. Put one there. Bury one in here. This is the dual chute. I think it's a single. Alright, and then we got radial parachutes. It's going to take quite a few to get this thing safely down on the floor. So, just put an ungodly crap ton of these freaking chutes on here. Alright. That could work. There we go. Now hopefully it doesn't, you know, come undone from this. That would suck. And I could also have some landing legs on this, just in case. I happen to have some landing legs. What have we got? We got these heavy ones. They weigh a bit much. We'll try these. On a 4 set. Alright. Come on, stay on the 4. There we go. There we go. And that's just to make it a little easier for this thing to land safely. And that's decent. I'd like to take a little bit more fuel than this up if I can. I would like to probably stick another one of these on. Tweak scaled up. That should work. The big challenge is going to get this crap stack up into space too. I don't know how the hell I'm going to pull that off. I may need to move this or go with a smaller one, that way I have spare room for attachment points. Let's go with a small one and stick it up here. That'll work. May need to move these over as well. See if this will work or not. And what else? I'm gonna need lights for sure, because well, lights are really good to have. We've got Hey, finally, somebody came into chat. Hey, CCR. The title still says Terraria as usual, even though I already changed it. I'm hitting refresh. Twitch never listens when I change the title. I gotta do it like 3 freaking times. Lights. I've got a bunch of different lights. So we got these weird spotlights we could stick on. And close spotlight. Let's try this. With the 2. Let me turn this thing on. Alright, good. This is facing upwards. Let's turn down the red. And the green. And now we'll have a blue lights. See if this one does the same. Yep. Alright. Wait a minute. Toggle heat shielding. Oh, variant shielded. Oh, sweet. Awesome. I didn't know that existed. Actually, I don't think I need those on this. This part's going to stay in space as a satellite, so I don't particularly need that. But I do probably... It does say Terraria. You know why? It's probably because I'm not particularly logged in. Or it forgot to log me in. Why the hell? Alright, let's make sure I'm logged in and stuff. Let's see, am I logged in? Yeah, Twitch is a pile of crap sometimes. Oh, I'm not logged in. Logged in. Even though it thought I was logged in, it says I'm not logged in. Alright. Do that. And log in. Alright, I'll be changing that title again in a minute. Piece of crap. I want to stick some more lights on this. Let's put, I'm going to need some here. Heat shielded variant. And turn that down. I think that was the right one. Yeah. I can't really tell if it's on. Doesn't look like it. Alright, there's 0.5 instead of 0.55 on the green. You can't really tell. Yeah, it's blue. It's just unseeable. You are not pointing in the right spot, apparently. See if I can tilt it in. There we go, that worked. Now I can actually see a little on it. Doesn't need a lot of light. And I'll probably be putting... Let's see, I could use... Spotlight here. Now, let's go with a standard light. I need to light up where the cockpit area is at and the landing. Alright, let's go with the this one here. I'll just stick it on the side. Like so. And not too many people know this, but you can do this. Change the light color, even on stock lights. It's very nice. I'm going to turn this light back off. Alright, that's pretty good there. Alright, that should take care of the lighting. And it says docking, power, solar panels, landing, parachutes, the extra thrust. This isn't going to be able to get into space by itself, I guarantee it, but this is like one large stage. I'm going to have to keep working on this for a while. Okay, next up I need to make, let's go ahead and save this. Minmus, MUS, Cyan, C-I-E-N-C-E. Station. There we go. Save. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and change the Twitch title here again. Alright. Kerbal Space Pro. Come on, you. ERGRM. Mod pile. And change the game I'm playing. Come on, game, or computer. Kerbal Space Pro. Freaking out. You're not gonna give me a suggestion? Nothing? Okay, fine. PROGRAM. Oh, now you do it after I'm completely done typing everything. Alright. Hit done. Hopefully it'll actually be Kerbal Space Program now. Freaking hell, Twitch. Alright, that will work for that. Now I need to make a, I could really use to make a lander. Alright, I'm gonna do this upside down, which is kind of funny. It's because that's where it's gonna be docking at. Start with the docking port and utility. There it is, here. Alright, from that I need some kind of lander. This will work, even though I'd prefer a lander can. This thing's a little heavier, quite a bit heavier. I think it's like twice the weight. But to be honest, the Mark 1 command pod weighs about as much as this Mark 2 cockpit, actually. Mark 2 cockpit's lighter somehow, even though it's bigger. How does this work? I don't understand. Alright, fine. Okay, still's got all the food and water and oxygen stuff in it I need. Now somehow I gotta build a lander off of this crap stack. How the hell am I gonna pull this off? Alright. Thinking. Give me a minute. My brain is churning. Oh, okay, so I got an idea. It's simple enough. I don't need a lot since it's just going to mend this. It doesn't need to be too beefy. That's even too much. Way too much. It's probably a little, not enough. Maybe? What the hell? This thing's enormous. I don't know. I don't think I need that much. Would this be enough? Maybe with this. That could work. I mean, it doesn't have to be that fancy for a lander here. That's one option. There's other options as well. We could stick on. Let's go with this. Now I could do something weird special with that and shrink the hell out of it. And I'm gonna see if I can stick 4 of these on. It'll fit. The other thing is, this particular pod, if I obstruct this particular spot here, the Kerbal probably can't get out. That's a problem. Probably not going to be able to do that. Alright, fine. This and this. I could do something weird, like, that thing's way too big. That's 2 freaking tons. I could put this on here, or even shrink it. That would work. I mean, it's just a little dinky thing. To land on Minmus anyway, so I don't need anything too powerful. But the question is, do I want to do that? Okay. Huh. Wonder how much thrust these little things have if they are shrunk. Oh well. We could try it. But they're not particularly that, I'm looking for efficiency. See, this says efficiency 390 on a vacuum, so I think I will go with this. And I think I will shrink it too. Now that looks weird, so I could go ahead and stick in one of these. And this is probably going to be really useful because I really need to have some kind of RCS. Actually, I have the large tanks. I don't have the small tanks. That's unusual. I usually have the small tanks. Must be the way things went. Let's use these roundified monopropellants instead. I probably only need two. Yeah. So we'll stick 2 of those on. We will really need some sciencey goodness. I can stick on with Science Junior. And I think I'll actually stick at here. And we're gonna need probably about every bit and piece of science I can get a hold of. So we'll take this. Do those. And what else? Don't really need the communitrons or anything on this thing. I got all these extra sciencey bits. We may consider putting on. I'll put on. Oh, I gotta stick on landing legs. I gotta make sure they fit. Let's go with these. 4. I'm sick of trying to land anywhere with 3. I keep on tipping over. So we're gonna go with those. I wonder what this is like. That'll work. Tweak scale to be extra small. Let's just scoot these down a little. That will work, honestly. 70% scaled. Okay, that's pretty cute. Too bad I can't tweak scale that. I can tweak scale this sucker, but let's not do that. Silly. Alright, this thing is going to need a few more things. I need some battery power. Not much, but a little. So, there's batteries. Solar panels, not super important, but just in case, I'll put a couple on. A couple, not tons. Put them right there. And back to all the sciencey goodness. We will go with, what do I got? I don't need the prismat. I do have a thermometer I can stick on. Oops, I just want one of these. I'm trying to keep the weight as evenly distributed as possible, even with the little parts. Alright, now we got all these weird things. Here's some really expensive anomalous signal sensor. Could go ahead and put that on. I don't know if it works when you're on the planet or not. Altitude max 2 kilometer. Is it a SCANsat thing? I don't even know what this is for. Let's pull that off. I know this works. I don't know if it'll work on the surface, but it works. And here's an orbital telescope, strangely enough. It's kind of big. Let's see, we got an exo Kerbal core drill. That's strange. I don't know if it's that useful or not, or how to use it. How much that weigh? Not very much. Let's put this on this side. Start drill, huh? Oh, so it would have to be facing downward. Interesting. I wonder if this is just for giving you core samples if you're using a probe. It's possible. Alright, that'll work. Oops, let me check this. Alright, if you extend... Come on, start to drill. Alright, let me just pull this up a little. Yeah, that should work. And what is this? Surface ablation laser light imager. Electric charge 20s for 4 seconds. Okay. Fire my laser! Ah, don't fire it at my ship! Oh god! Alright, point it the other way. That might work. Fire that laser. Okay. What the hell does this thing do? Capable of vaporizing surface samples to study their composition. take it. Anything else? I don't need the solar particle collector. Magnetometer booms. I don't know if that's useful on the surface or not. I'll take one. Yeah, put it over here. And let's see, anything else? I think that's probably about it. Nothing else is really going to be that useful. I might want to stick this over here. Put this thing over here. That way the weight's a little bit better balanced. Okay, so that might work for a lander, I hope. I really hope that works. I don't want to send up a spare. That should work on Minmus because it's so freaking light. Alright, now to flip this thing over. So, I could, and I probably will, do a little something to cover all this mess up while it goes through the atmosphere. I think it's in here. Fairing base ring. I have the larger one yet. No, I do not. So I'd like to stick this thing in here. I wonder if I can tweak scale this or not. I don't know. Yes, I can, apparently. What? The heck? Strange. Alright, now there's a 2.5 meter. That one has a lot of options. That's pretty cool. And that will allow me to have the conic fairing. So this is going to be the procedural fairings. That'll work. Though I'm going to have to mess with all the staging and all this mess at some point, because this is going to be hell in a handbag. So let me do that now, while I'm thinking about it. Alright, so at the very, 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 very top, we got all these chutes. Fine. Alright, what about you? Where are you at? I'm going to stick you in your own spot on the top. These here need to be below. Right here. This thing, what is this? I don't quite get what that thing is. Is this... I don't even know where this is. That one's down there. Oh, that could be the fairing. No, the fairing's sitting out here. I don't know what this is. Huh. I lost a separator somewhere in there. I don't even know what this is. We'll figure it out later. Alright, and then that's what? Down here, I've got a separator. I'm going to need you on the same spot. There. Okay, that's good. I think all this is decent. These two I'm gonna put in here. There we go. Alright, now below that is going to be everything I need to get this crap stack into space. That's gonna be a mess and a handful. Let's go with a really, really big separator and structural decoupler. I'm gonna have to drag the whole thing up. Oh crap, can't even reach it. I'll put you on later. Okay, there we go. Alright, for the lifting stage. Thinking of putting a couple of these on. Below that, we need one hefty freaking engine. Probably this. Okay, that's decent. So there's a separator, there's the next engine. And I wish to have... what have I got sitting around here? Structure. I got these radial decouplers here. Do I have anything heftier? I do not appear to have anything heftier. This is going to have to work, which is going to suck. I don't know if I can pull 8, but I can probably pull 6. Before we do that, what I just did was hold Alt and clicked on this, and it'll copy everything that whatever it was I clicked on is attached to. Alright, that could work. Alright, let's try stage launch clamps, stage parachutes, fire with decouplers. Let's try this. I've never used this before. This is an Asparagus mod. It should automatically Asparagus everything for me if it doesn't crash the game. It appears to have worked. Okay. It did it. Alright, let's check, make sure it did it right. Alright, so what I did there was I attached all the things in a symmetry mode of 8, or 6 in this case. And attached it how I wanted to it, and it went ahead and did all the staging for me, which is great. Put in all of the fuel lines for me, which is wonderful. That's a huge pain in the butt. Now hopefully it actually worked correctly. Alright, so this is the last one to be staged on that end. This is the last stage one to be on that end, so this one should be popping first. Alright. Now the thing it didn't quite do correctly is stick all of these in the right spot, so I'm going to have to do that by hand. Oh, okay, so they're all right here, actually. Oh, okay, well that's good. What's this? Oh, okay, so I just need to move that up. Oh, where the hell did you go? Move this up here. And it didn't quite get the staging right, but I'll fix it myself, so... Here's the first one to pop. There's the second one to pop. There's the third one, and that is correct. And then it's currently got the center one going on its own. All I have to do is drag this down here. Okay, I think we're good. I just need to do a little bit more work on this. I'm gonna need some reaction wheels of largeness, probably. They're freaking huge. Alright, and I could also stick on, let's see, where we got a utility. I could put on some giant rail chute nose cones and possibly save these suckers. Rail chute, no cone double chutes. Do I have any giant ones yet? No. I wonder if I can make these big yet. Nope. These things cannot be made large. Alright, so I ain't gonna worry about it. So instead, we're just gonna go stick giant nose cones on them. That'll work. Okay, now hopefully this thing will actually fly. Oh god, I hope this thing works. This should be enough to get me up there without any trouble. Now sometimes I end up with not enough fuel or something and I don't quite make it. Or I'll have to come back and make an adjustment and then relaunch or something. We'll see how it goes today. Alright, double check my stuff. All the bottom ones, pop, pop, pop. Alright. Next thing to flip out is actually going to be this up here, which isn't what I want. Maybe you up here. Okay, so next. So And then I'll be left with a center stage. And the next thing is knocking this off, and then I'm just left with this. Okay, then the top falls off on its own. And then we're good there. Okay, I think this will work. It's just going to be pretty goddamn tall. Look at the size of the sucker. Alright. Save, and forget accidentally an important thing I forgot the last time I did this. I want lights on this damn thing because I keep on forgetting. Let's go stick lights on that. I would like some default spotlights. 2 of them would work just fine. Facing downwards. I'd also like a couple facing upwards. That'll work. Alright. Final detail. Save. Other things to do is action groups. I've got some kind of action group mod on here too. I got mods for everything, don't I? Alright, I'm gonna click on this. Keep at 1. It's gonna be solar panels. Accidentally click on the wrong thing. Alright, so toggle panels. And that should work. Stick my head inside of this. I got solar panels in here too, somewhere. Alright, here we go. There they are. And I should also have some solar panels on the lander somewhere. Where the hell are they at? There they are. Toggle panels. There we go. Okay, that should be all that I need to do. And we need to send 2 people up here, so we're going to send Dudibus and Jebediah. Who knows which one's in which? I only need 2 people. Actually, I could send 3. 2 people in here, 1 to sit in the top, 1 in... Alright, so that would work. So, yeah, we'll send 3 people. Let's go with Bell. That'll work. Save, launch, and... Oops, that ain't save. Cancel. Save, and launch, and hope it doesn't explode everywhere. Oh god, no. You know, it's times like these where you realize you forgot your water bottle, and you're a little on the thirsty side. Whoopsie. I'll probably have to take care of that in a minute. Come on. Actually, I got something to drink over here. BRB. Finally, the sucker loaded. Took ages. You know what I forgot? And it's very critical I go back and fix it. Life support. Revert flight. Vehicle assembly. We're going to have to wait through all that bull crap again. And another question I have is it possible with these particular space capsules that the I hope they've got enough air in there and they don't have to have their helmet on when I get to outer space. Hard to say what Tac Life Support did. I don't play with it very much. I absolutely have to stick on my support canisters. It's a necessity. Gotta figure out where they're at. They're in here. All we have is a wee little dinky one, so I'm gonna have to stick like a pile of them on somewhere. Where to put them? How big are these? Let's just pull this off. Small. I wonder if I can make them bigger. No. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so I need the life support canister. work. And I'm gonna need some on this too. That poses a little bit more of a problem since they're not the usual shapes. Actually, this one will work. I think this is basically the same thing, just not quite as big. I'll just have to pile on a crap ton of these probably. See where I can put them. Right here will work. That should have enough. That should be all I need. Yeah. That will be probably plenty, but just in case. I'll put a little bit more on there. There we go. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to have this thing flipping out there. So that should do the trick. Tac Life Support, people. Stuff's dangerous. Alright, save. Alright, launch. Computer, my spare computer laptop just shot a brick because it's a piece of crap and overheated. I'm gonna let that go off for a while. I doubt if there's anybody watching anyway. But just in case, I'll just whip out Twitch. BadashGames. And I'll probably end up having to mute it or put the pause button on it. You're not missing anything anyway. It's still loading. It still says Terraria. You piece of crap. You know, Twitch. This is why I'm very tempted to permanently go over to Hitbox. I'm currently bouncing back and forth from time to time, but it's things like this. It makes me want to stay over on Hitbox, because shit actually works there. Mostly. See here, this is Kerbal Space Program Mod Pile. Makes me want to stay over on Hitbox. Kerbal Space Program. There we go. Alright. Now, I'll actually be able to see it if somebody says something. It'd be a miracle if anybody actually shows up, though. It is rather late at night tonight. Alright, here's our ridiculously oversized weird rocket. And you know what I forgot? God damn it. I forgot to put on all the RCS thrusters on the lander. That would have been disastrous there. I can't go without that. So this is the usual process for building a rocket, especially something complicated. You go ahead and build it, you launch it, realize you forgot something critical, go build, add in whatever you missed, launch it again, realize you forgot another thing that's critical. And you just keep on doing that over and over. There's actually a couple things I need to add. Now that I think of it, I need some RCS to stick on here somewhere. Actually, let's put that on this base here. That'll be the RCS I need to refuel this. Now this thingy is going to be its own problem. I don't currently know where the center of mass on this thing is. And unless I rebuild and give it a new route, I'm not going to know. So I'll do that now. Die of old age, waiting for it to mess with all its parts. Come on, you can rebuild. Note, we're going to have to do this another time. Alright. Okay. Center of mass. Oh good, it's got a decent center of mass there. It's not hard to mess with. What kind of RCS thrusters do we even have today? Just the crappy ones. Alright. Problem is, these are right in the way. Let me move something around a little. Move you around. That'll work. Go. Should be right in the center, and that should be all I need. Okay, that'll work right there. Right. Flip it around, put everything back together. Hopefully I won't have to come back and add more staging and other crap and more thrusters down here. Hopefully this is enough for this. I gotta select the new route. Alright, let it rebuild. Save, launch for the third time. We'll see how it goes. Alright, you done? Okay, save. Get my face out of here. Pain in the butt sometimes, Kerbal. Alright, so this is 57 minutes. I'm gonna cut it. May as well. Oh crap. Yeah, I'll cut it as soon as this thing's done loading or something. I'll just cut it now. Alright, so anybody watching this, I don't even know if I'm gonna put this on YouTube or not. Who knows? See you later.